going on, guys? This is going to be as brief as I can make it because I want to finish doing my taxes and shit because I still have to come up with, like, basically everything that G-Pool owes me is what I have to come up with. But, bullshit. I don't want to get into that. I will say, look, Tiffany was telling me she had a bit of a rough day yesterday, and I'm pretty sure it's because of some of the bullshit that I don't want to put up with her retarded friends, and she's going to have to explain to me in words that aren't metaphors why this is even an issue. Because, from my point of view, the way I see it is a basically bajillionaire K-pop model who has been my biggest fan for 5 years, and I was doing fine on my own. Like, I turned down the $1 million because I had the silver and my crypto staked and all that bullshit. So I was like, I'm fine waiting. I don't need the money. It would be nice to have. I don't want the taxes. Now I've got other shit going on. Now it's like, bitch, we're in this together. Like, come hell or high water. Like, you fucking convinced me to fucking do all this kind of shit. So we're in too deep. Now, with that in mind, why the fuck are your retarded friends a part of any of this bullshit? It's not. Again, it's this simple. I don't need these people in my life. I don't need them in my life. I don't want them in my life. They will not be a part of my life. If they're a part of your life, unfortunately, that is a deal breaker. I don't know what to tell you. I've told you this. Nothing has changed since the very beginning of any of this. All right? Money's not going to get me to change my mind. You know, Poon's not going to get me to change my mind. You know, you not yelling at me is not going to get me to change my mind. You yelling at me won't get me to change my mind. Like, certain things, I'm just not going to change my mind on. Was it a hard sell to get me to sell my theta? Yes, because at the end of the day, I realized I was using theta as a crutch, not as a tool. Okay, I plan to get it back, and then some, but, okay, I concede that. Okay? You know, should I have listened to her about this investing shit earlier? Probably. You know, I concede that. But there's certain things I'm not going to concede. Like, I have no problem calling her, oh, moon goddess and very beautiful and all that. Because she basically told me, she flat out told me she wants me to do that. I'm like, oh, okay. Simple. All right, cool. I think the whole reason why I sold the theta, because basically I was saving up the theta to, like, you know, make myself into a classy gentleman and all that bullshit. You know, Prince Ali, fabulous he, and all that bullshit. I was going to be Prince Ali Ababa, and then I was going to sweep her off her feet. And she was like, nah, you're cool as Aladdin. I was like, oh, thank God, because I like my rag pants and all that bullshit. I really have rag patches pants that I'm wearing right now. But, what was I saying? Oh, man. You see, now not smoking as much is affecting my memory because I'm so used to being stoned. Look, I hate all of her stupid friends, except for the Korean ones, and probably not, there's probably still a few of them I don't know that she has that I'm going to end up hating and shit like that. But, like, on average, like, I've got, in the beginning, if you want to go see all those videos and all that bullshit, when I'm like I'm kind of just spouting. Like, I got no beef with Taeyeon. I was just trying to get Taeyeon's attention and all that bullshit to kind of, like, give Tiffany a little bit of a jealousy thingy and all that bullshit, right? And I still like Taeyeon, too. Taeyeon, I got you in view and all that bullshit. Be that as it may, right? Like, I really don't give a fuck about all that Korean bullshit. I don't. I don't understand it. Right? I don't. Like, but, I understand English. So I don't understand what a K-pop model has to do with any of these grifter-ass fucking losers. She still won't let me know if I met her at any of these Night for Freedoms things because there seems to be some underlying tone of getting me to, like, reassociate with the Cernovich crew. Cernovich himself, I have no problem with. It's all his fucking lackeys I have the problems with. They're fucking losers. They really are. They bring nothing to the table other than being molded. I like you too, babe. Huggy thingy, moon, and the bunny. sounds. Sounds cute. She's probably gonna want me to send her some pictures and thingies again. Here, I have to finish this up. Dude, she made me like $40,000, $30,000, $35,000 last night. Like legitimately, like no bribes. She's like throwing my own words in my face. She's like, "You said I can't give you money because that would be a bribe. You said you want to earn your own money." Like, all right, whatever. G-Pool, just pay me, fucking assholes. Dude, she's making me lots of money. So like I mean, like, I don't understand why something as stupid as some grifters who can't pay their own bills because they can't get jobs after they supposedly went to some of the best schools in the world. Okay, why is that my problem? Why is that your problem? This is called karma for associating with murderers. Okay? There's some shade they have on these people. Where step one is they lure them in to parties like they were doing with me. And then step two is they try to get you on social media like shares bullshit, which I was like, nah, fuck off. Step three, they bring you into some shady ass room where they do some weird sex magic with you or to you. And then step four, they use that to bribe, to blackmail you. Like, look, I don't know who this fucker is, that Jake Shields dude. Don't know him in the world. All I know is like this motherfucker came out of nowhere, started grifting all of a sudden, and hanging out with literally the guy who murdered Dan Wallace. Why is that? They probably blackmailed him. They probably brought him to one of these events. They probably were spying on his ass because they are basically the government. Like, the government spying on you shit is sold to corporations and rich people. It's just what it is. So they're spying on you, and then they blackmail you. And now they have to use, and also I'm of the opinion that they set up Tate to steal his money, and now instead of a 4-time kickboxing champ who is hard to control, who is now in jail, they have a 5-time whatever the fuck champ in something that really is more like regional because only like those certain people compete in it, right? Like, anyways, and then they're trying to steal the cred and have it in a more manageable way. They're never gonna do that to me. They're never going to do that to me. What they've been trying to do for years is get that loser Zigbee, who dropped out or supposedly went to Oxford and is supposed to be some kind of a tech loser who doesn't know tech and can't do shit because everything's been handed to him because he's a fucking spoiled-ass bitch and a poser, right? Who went to fucking Estonia to get followers and all that bullshit. I'm never going to associate with that son of a bitch. Ever, ever, ever. Okay? That is my breaking point. That is my no, done, wash it all. Wash it all away. Because that motherfucker's a sellout. Everyone he does is handshake deals with sellouts. And all that's wrapped around, somehow it's all wrapped around that loser, the Polish person who murdered Dan Wallace, the American citizen, and stole his YouTube channel and We Are Change website. It's all based around that. You can track it to there. It's all based around that. So, anyone in that circle who is associated with the murderer, I will never, ever, 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 ever. There are literal, like, you guys have blood oaths. You aren't the only ones. I'll just say that, okay? I will never, ever, 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 ever associate with those motherfuckers. So she can either get that through her head, and we can move on with this, or she can leave me the hell alone because I'm never going to associate with those motherfuckers. I like her a whole lot. She's my moon goddess. But she told me she doesn't know them at all. She only does business with them through her friends. Well, then you have some shitty-ass friends. And your friends can either decide to cut those fuckers out, or they'll put themselves in a position where I'm telling her to cut the whole thing off. It's that simple. Okay? This is literally private pile eating the donut. Okay? Every time you eat the donut, I'm not going to punish pile. I'm going to punish all of you. Okay? And if I have to punish you anymore, I'm just going to stop it and be done with it. Thank you very much, Moon Goddess. You've changed my life so much. But if that's what your life is, it's not going to be a part of mine. And I really hope you make the right decision. Have a nice day, everybody. Oh, fucking, how you... Like that. Yeah, like that. And then like that. And then like that. And then like that. And all that bullshit. Look, I really like that bitch. Look, I can't even believe this. I can't believe this. Look. I got it on, I got proof. Please remember that Shirley wants you to like her. Please try to make her feel welcome. I know you will get along with her great. And then my mom says, if you like her, I like her. So I don't want to go into it all, but because Tiffany's helping me help out my family is all I will say. It is literally in God's hands right now. I have a screenshot of my mom saying that she likes Tiffany as long as I like Tiffany. Oh, you got it, babe. Okay, so we're going to talk later. So, alright. Probably we're going to talk about the things I'm already bitching about. Maybe not. I don't know. I keep saying that's probably more of an in-person conversation, which she keeps putting off, but look, I am not going to deal with these losers, okay? Step one is they find someone with talent. Step two is they grift off that loser, and then step three is they find some way to silence or get rid of that loser so they can take his credibility and give it away to their grifter-ass minions. They're never going to do that to me. You're not going to chop shop my credibility. I worked hard to get to where I am, and I don't need anyone to help me. Even Tiffany has to admit that she's never given me a damn thing. All she's giving me is information. She can give me the trade signal, and I can say, fuck you, I'm not going to do this stupid-ass shit. As a matter of fact, I tried to do that, and that's the reason why she tricked me. Sorry, not tricked. Inspired me to raise the $100,000 before I can remove my money off the exchange. Because I told her she planned it. She planned it. She knew she was going to piss me off and see how I reacted. And it's always going to be the same. She even said, haha, still the same. Yes, still the same. I am who I am. You are who you are. That's why we like each other. Why would you try to change that? It's that simple. If they want my respect, what they can do is A, stop drifting, B, get a job, and C, disassociate with the murderers and then find some way to make up for it. Probably by apologizing to the murderers' victims' families for enabling them to get away with murder. So this is not about money. This is a literal moral high stand. Like this shouldn't be an issue. Associating with murderers shouldn't be an issue. You don't You're not 15 years recovered from murdering someone. You're waiting 15 years to murder again. Okay? No, I am never going to associate with these people. And if Cernovich associates with them, that's hella suspicious. Why do you think I stopped throwing the parties and going to hang out with those motherfuckers? When I had the $1 million, they were trying to get me to go to fucking Miami, whatever the fuck, for the Trump Mar-a-Lago things, and that stupid whore Jordan McRachel was like, if you don't come, I'm gonna get a boyfriend. Go get a fucking boyfriend. I heard that motherfucker's bankrupt anyways. Eat shit. Alright? Fuck you all. Fuck you all. And I thought Tiffany was my moon goddess, but that's really gonna be up to her. Alright? I like you a lot. We'll talk later. Alright, peace out.